with this, we move to another important aspect of our digital transformation journey in this country. We have with us Mr. Sumnesh Joshi, Deputy Director General, Minister of Communication and Technology, Government of India, for his special presentation. Over to you, sir.
Very good afternoon to everyone and respected senior officers sitting on the dais and all my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank APAC for inviting me here to share my experience with this audience. So I will not take much of the time. Now everyone is aware about the digital identity, that is Aadhaar. So Aadhaar is a foundational ID. See, when we talk about the identity, see, lots of things come in our mind. So when we see the passport, again, the identity, but it gives the eligibility to travel, Indian citizenship. A ration card, again, identity, yes, makes me eligible to take the subsidized grade from the FCS shop. But Aadhaar is not giving me any eligibility. It is a foundational ID. Other IDs can use this foundational ID to enhance the power of that ID. So I will take example. Already Joshi has covered in detail this ration card example. I will cover the same example with more digital identity perspective. So the idea is that all other IDs other than Aadhaar give some eligibility, driving license to drive, right? But Aadhaar is a foundational ID. This we have to keep in mind. It is a unique based on your biometric attributes. So everyone is enrolled, I think, in the hall, and they have given a biometrics, and after deduplication of those biometrics, this random number, 12-digit random number has been generated, and that is our identity with Aadhaar. We can change our demographic, that is the name we can change in future, right? In some cases, some people change gender also, and some errors in the DOB also. But you can't change the Aadhaar number, it is your identity. And this is just a flow that you can find the enrollment centers and then your biometrics. So right now it's for updation we require more centers, but now we have the online services also. So it's just general perspective that adult we have almost covered, and 18 plus 5 to 18 also we have 95% coverage, and 0 to 5 it's a continuous process. So idea is now we have to reap the benefit of this digital identity. So here you can see what Aadhaar is, digital identity is. That whenever we are delivering any service or we are enrolling anyone as a beneficiary, we are taking the digital identity and ensuring that he is the same person, carrying this identity. And in the future, if the same person is coming, then again we have to ensure that he is the same person. So at the time of enrollment and at the time of delivering the services, we require the identification. So that's why this Aadhaar is playing a very important role. So Aadhaar authentication and verification is very important now. Because I'm not going to history of the enrollment, now how to use this Aadhaar digital identity using the authentication as well as the verification. Now authentication is of course in Aadhaar letter that we give, it is written that yes, 24 hours online identity. That you can do the Aadhaar authentication using the Aadhaar, any one of the attribute. So biometric authentication, you have to do your fingerprint or iris, or now face authentication also we have started. Maybe people have heard about the generation of the digital life certificate in the self-assisted mode using the face authentication. We have the demographic authentication. Suppose the requirement is, okay, we want to just verify that the name is the same, date of birth is same, gender is same, so all address is same, so that demographic authentication. And the OTP based, that is sometimes we want to give the services just to fill up the form. So whenever you are applying for a service, okay, you give your Aadhaar number and do the OTP based eKYC, so the form will be populated by the data available in the Aadhaar system. So these type of authentications are available online in real time. And then another is the verification. We say that no internet is required. See, Aadhaar is an identity which you can verify offline manner. No other identity. Suppose I give the passport, you can't say that it is a fake or the genuine unless until you approach the passport authority. Because just seeing the face value of the driving license or maybe the passport and any other document, it's very difficult to say that this is a genuine document. When Aadhaar, it's a digitally signed QR code is there. You can read that QR code and check the genuinity of that digital identity. So, and this scanner is available in the Aadhaar application or separately on the App Store. So, and one can download the eKYC XML file. It's a technical, digital Aadhaar. It's available on the website, so one can download that Aadhaar and consume this Aadhaar digitally signed XML file for availing various services. Whenever someone is requiring your Aadhaar card or Aadhaar number, see right now what's happening, maybe this audience, including me also, sometimes we simply give our Aadhaar letter and people are photocopying it and the full Aadhaar number is written over there and we don't know where the scanned copies are going. Even for the hotel reservation in the group booking, everyone is sending the Aadhaar. But when we start using the digitally signed XML file, where no full Aadhaar is there, only the mask Aadhaar is there, and we can safeguard our Aadhaar number also, and we can participate in building the digital India. This is the offline, and then that I have already explained, so I will not go into much of the detail. All systems are there, and one can use this Aadhaar authentication in any of the methods, demo, bio, and OTP. And this is just a flow. So when we design any system and use the Aadhaar authentication, so why I put this slide that the earlier speaker mentioned security and privacy. So we Aadhaar, right from the beginning in this architecture, these two principles, we have ensured that data security as well as the privacy, right? So consent-based authentication and the security that is encryption at any place. At the time of enrollment also encryption is there. At the time of authentication also encryption is there. And it's secure island approach I can see. So whenever someone is sending the request for the Aadhaar authentication, so the last mile is going to the Aadhaar authentication user agency. Then from that is going to Aadhaar authentication service agency, and that service agency is connected with the Aadhaar on the private lease line. There's no internet cloud sort of thing. So having a state-of-art security and the privacy feature, and I can say proudly that not a single instance of the database has been reported from the Aadhaar UIDAI service. So this is just a nutshell how we can make the service delivery more beneficiary or what are the advantages. Everyone is aware, maybe who are working with the central government, state government, and in the private sector, banking sector, that we can seed the beneficiary database with the Aadhaar and we can remove the duplicates. Because earlier so many fake, beneficiaries exist in the databases, in the Narega or Ration card or anywhere. So we don't know, but with the Aadhaar, one is we have removed the duplicates. And with the biometric authentication, at least we can ensure that yes, this person is there. Maybe the person is eligible or not for that ration card, that is a separate aspect, but as far as his physical presence is concerned, because we have done the biometric authentication, that we can ensure. And Aadhaar payment please, Aadhaar we can use as the financial letter also. And after removing the duplicates, the direct money transfer is happening through the Aadhaar. And around 2.7 lakh crore subsidy it is estimated that the government of India has saved, and the state maybe every state may be having their own data, so maybe they can find out how much saving they have done because of the removal of the duplicate. And the ease of delivery, one is just using the OTP based eKYC or the biometric eKYC, immediately one can fill the form, right? There is no need to type anything, right? Otherwise, what will happen? Even as on date that is happening, that we have to change that this area where we have one is work, still there are many applications on the paper. And typically, the rural areas or in the South India or North India or anywhere where we are using vernacular languages, the forms are getting filled in the vernacular language, software are in English. So they are translating your name into the English and you are at the mercy of the data entry operator who is translating your name. So my name is Sumnesh, they are putting Sumnesh, Somanesh. So I don't know, and then it creates a distortion. So can we use the Aadhaar-based eKYC right from the inception? There should not be any distortion in the data. So if quality is good, that we can process the data better. So, and we can make the services easily available. And now the reduction in the cost of eKYC for the private sector, right? And of course government it is free, because cost of delivering services is low. So now many services are coming up that can use the Aadhaar as an identifier, and then we can serve the customer in the remote internet also. And now this is the one example that I would like to highlight, the one nation, one ration card. See, this is the power of the Aadhaar. This is one example I will give. So, the regular ration card you can see around 9 crore and 1 crore, and then intrastate transactions are also happening other than. So, intrastate means initially all the ration card holders are attached with one particular shop. Now they are totally at the mercy of that particular shopkeeper. If he is saying, no, you come at 4 o'clock, they have to go at 4 o'clock. So if he is behaving rude, there is no other alternative where to go. But now this portability within the intrastate also, within the same taluka also, one can go another shop to take the grain or subsidized this food grains. So now there is no dependency on the one shop. So this has changed the entire ecosystem. Now the shopkeepers are behaving properly, they want customer, otherwise there is no incentive for that. And then interstate also. Now someone has come from the Bihar to the Bhopal. Family, his or her family can take the ration in the Bihar, but that person can take the ration in the Bhopal also. This is how the power of the Aadhaar, the interoperability. Right? So this is, and particularly with respect to the interstate or this portability, around 17 lakh beneficiaries have used this feature in the last month. This so you can see slowly, it's actually, we are making digital India, and everyone can go any shop and take the ration. And this maybe it's not readable, but this is dashboard available on the Government of India PDS website. If someone is interested, please visit and see this data. You can see the home state and where the sale is taking place. And you can see even the Madhya Pradesh also. See some of Bihar 58 beneficiaries. So Madhya Pradesh person has taken the ration in the Bihar, in some Tamandi, some in Delhi, and some in Haryana. So you can have a complete distribution, so you can know from our particular state ration card holders where they are taking the ration, where the migrations are taking place, why they are going. So all these things we can do. So this is really, this data is having so much of power, and maybe slowly it will further increase. And right now maybe people are not aware, so we have to make people aware that you can take the ration anywhere. And now second example, just in 2 minutes I will finish, that financial inclusion. In 2014, when Honorable Prime Minister launched the scheme Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, see, assume if UPI has come before that, you were not able to see the kind of the explosion using the UPI, because UPI requires a bank account, and earlier bank accounts were not there because there is no identity. But with this Aadhaar under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, since 2014, more than 48 crore accounts we opened. And typically, when we are making the payment 10 rupees to the chai wala or the vegetable hawker, see, they are not having the bank account, but now they are having the bank account and then they are using the UPI. And now this is the first digital public good infrastructure, the Aadhaar. The second, I can say the UPI has come on this layer, and more than 1,000 crore transactions in a month now happening on the UPI. So this is, and another advantage is that now the bank has started giving the loan using the information-based lending. Maybe the particular vegetable hawker, every day there may be the revenue, the turnaround is say maybe 5,000 rupees, but there's no change. But now using the UPI digital transaction, we can have the information about the vendor or the taxi person. Now bank can offer the loan. And for the states, we can use the Aadhaar as single sign-on, single portal for all the services, integrate the Aadhaar payment bridge, so it will become all seamless. And when we apply for a service, maybe it requires a caste certificate, it requires the income certificate, it requires the land record certificate. Where are these certificates? Why a resident or beneficiary or applicant should upload when the state itself is having all these 3 certificates? So if Aadhaar is there in each of the database, so with a single sign-on, one can make it. So many states have started, but very soon you will have all the services at one portal. These are the legal provisions, so maybe one can just see who can use the authentication, and who are not a part of this authentication, online authentication, one can use the offline QR code and deliver the services. And now the last I can say, because last year in the July Digital India, one of the Digital India event, Honorable Prime Minister has termed the next 10 years as a decade, driven by the technology. So we have to deliver all the services and we have to build true central Digital India. So I don't know how many we have the Aadhaar on your mobile. So we are the PVC card or the laminated card we are showing. But it's not only the government's job to make the Digital India happen. As a citizen, we should also contribute by small things. So why not we should start using the Aadhaar application that gives the power that your Aadhaar is in your wallet, the mobile wallet. So you can use the Aadhaar and then by the Aadhaar, there are many features. You can lock Aadhaar, you can lock your biometrics. There should not be any breach of your data. Right? One cannot use your Aadhaar if you are locked. Just like maybe in old days when maybe many of us use that STD phone, the landline phone, there's a physical lock, then the electronic lock. So you can use this Aadhaar, just lock it and whenever you want, unlock it and do the authentication. So these features one can go through and use each and every feature, right? And what is our end objective? We have to invert the parameter. Right now, the beneficiary applicants are applying for the services, but now government should reach out because we know the eligibility, all the criteria to the resident, and we can see the Digital India is happening and the ease of delivering of the services using this digital identity. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Governance journey. It's a coincidence that today morning, Dr. Arish Sharma, former CEO of UIDAI and NHS, was supposed to join us in the inaugural, but I have been told that he'll be joining us virtually in the second half today for his special interest. And I remember when he was Chief Secretary of Jharkhand, what tremendous work was done through Aadhaar for PBS. That was the power of Aadhaar, and that is the power of Aadhaar. Thank you so much, Sumnesh Joshi.